Alright, so in this video I'm going to talk about guest posting. Now, first off, I just want to explain why guest posting is the most powerful promotional method that you can use for your website. Now, when you write a guest post for somebody else's website and you give it to them and they publish it, that article has the potential to dramatically increase the exposure to your website. You can gain all kinds of traffic from that one article back to your website. And typically when you publish a guest post on a really popular website that's in your niche, you'll see a huge surge in traffic the day that post is released. And any amount of visitors that come from that website might subscribe to your mailing list or tweet one of your posts or anything like that. And a lot of times the visitors that come from a guest post will become loyal followers because they're already interested in all the topics you're writing about. So in the article that you put on another person's website, the guest post, it's going to continue to send you visitors for as long as that website's online. So the value there just can't really be beat. Now, in terms of PageRank, see, like I said in the last video, you don't want to focus on PageRank and manipulating PageRank. You want to publish guest posts for referral traffic and for extra exposure. The biggest advantage of posting a guest post to another website is the fact that I shouldn't say the biggest, the unintentional advantage of publishing a guest post is the increased search engine rankings. Because when you publish that post on another person's website, if they have even a decent level of PageRank, even a PageRank 1, that's still going to pass value and popularity to your website, because it's going to be a do follow backlink to your website, which means the search engines are going to follow that link, and it's going to be seen as a vote for your website. And when you're link building with guest posts, you want to, as much as you can, use keyword anchored backlinks. So keywords that you're trying to, so maybe some bigger keywords that you're trying to rank for. And that's going to help you to rank for all kinds of long tail variations of those keywords as well. Now, my formula that I talk about in the beginning of the course is 95% of your links should be branded backlinks. And if you're creating most of your backlinks using forum interaction, blog commenting, and all these really great ways to increase traffic to your website, you're gonna naturally be using branded anchor text. And the 5% or so of keyword anchored backlinks should be reserved for your guest posting. So you're going to get all kinds of value from your even just from a single guest post. And what's great about it is when you seek out websites to guest post on, it's not anything. It's not a link building technique that's really public. So it's not a public blog network or anything like that. And yes, you'll get a huge benefit search engine ranking wise thanks to that article. And so what's great about it is it's not like you're trying to fake the search engines out and manipulate your rankings. But that's going to basically happen anyway as a result of an effective marketing technique, which is guest posting. And so there's nothing to worry about with this link, because imagine if Google tried to track down all of the guest posts that people have submitted for their websites I mean, it's just not, it's impossible. There's no way to single out a guest post link, which means it's extremely safe. It's not in the same neighborhood as all these other really spammy types of links. So Google's not going to be creating an algorithm to target this type of link building technique. So that's what makes your link really safe. So imagine if you posted a few thousand links to a blog network, and then a year later Google came out with an algorithm that punished all the websites that use those types of backlinks. Sounds really familiar, right? Well, that's the problem with spammy link building methods like that. They're really easy to detect and they're really easy to eliminate. And Google's actually went a step further and punished websites that were caught using those types of link building practices, which means they actually penalized their websites. They didn't just say, okay, this link's not going to pass any value to your website. We're going to actually penalize your website. We're going to decrease your visibility in our search engine rankings, in our search engines. So that's why guest posting is such a great, it is the most powerful backlinking technique that you have available to you. And because it takes a lot more work than paying $60 a month to post a bunch of crap articles to some blog network, because it takes more work, most people aren't going to do it. And that's including most spammers. So all the lazy people out there who are going to try to game the system with blog network links and really spammy links like that, all those people, they're only going to use the really spammy and really lazy methods. They're not going to use guest posting because it does take a lot of work to to find a guest posting opportunity, create a piece of amazing content to send to that website so they can share that content with their audience. It takes a lot more work, and you have that on your side because most people won't do it. So that's your advantage. So let's talk about how you can find some guest posting opportunities for your website, since this is going to be your primary link building method, since it is the most powerful method available. So these are some simple search strings that I talked about in an earlier video, and you can use these 5 search strings in Google, any one of them or a combination of them, not at the same time, of course, to find websites that you can guest post on. So these are really effective for finding websites that actually advertise guest posting. And you want to find all the websites in your niche that actually advertise guest posting and try to get some links from there first. And the reason for that is just because it's a little bit easier than finding websites that don't advertise guest posting opportunities. So we'll just use an example here. We'll do, let's see. So we'll copy this. Paste it into Google here. Switch out your website topic with digital photography. So I believe we did this before, and it actually brought up a bunch of SEO websites, which is kind of strange. So let's check the second page. Let's see what this website is about. And like I said, it might take a little bit of time to actually find some decent guest post opportunities, but it's definitely worth it in the end. So now in some cases you might actually have to do like I'm doing here and search for a while before you find a website. So let's check out this website. It's called digitalphotographyschool.com. Okay, so it's by Darren Rouse. So I believe this is a blog that's owned by Darren Rouse. So let's see if there's anywhere we can find to submit a guest post. And like I said, this does take some time. So let's see what this says here. We're looking for guest writers. We're always on the lookout for more guest writers. If you have a tip or tutorial to share on any area of photography, please check out our Write for DPS page. It's particularly a great opportunity for professional photographers or those who are aspiring to go pro, looking to increase their profile, as we link to everyone who writes for us, which can be great for your exposure. So they obviously recognize the great exposure that you can get from guest posting. So let's click this. Okay, great. So it looks like, so let's scroll down here. So looks like this is their guest posting guidelines here. So they're asking some questions. Are you a photographer with a tip to share? Have you got a review of a camera, lens, or piece of photography gear? We'd love to feature one or more of your digital photography tips here. What are we looking for? We accept tips and tutorials for beginner, intermediate, and advanced digital photographers. We'd love your tip to include an original photo, at least one that illustrates what you're writing about. If you're struggling with this, please let us know. We might be able to find you a shot to use. We'd love your tip to be a minimum of 300 words long, about the length of this post. We give you a byline and include a link back to your blog's website, photoblog, Flickr account, photography studio site, wherever you have a web presence, in return for your tip or tutorial. Our site is read by 4.5 million visitors a month and subscribed to by over 800,000. We can introduce them to you. So this is great. They're telling you exactly what they want in a guest post, telling you the length, possible topics, and so they're telling you how to submit your guest post right here. You can email it to them, upload it to the forum, or you can, so it looks like those are the two main ways that they want you to submit your guest post. So that's really simple, because they're telling you exactly what they want and how you can submit your guest post to them. And on top of that, this website appears to be extremely popular, read by millions of visitors, subscribed to by 800,000 people. So that's huge exposure for your website. So for my example, my digital photography website. This would be a huge guest posting opportunity. So these instructions here: find a guest post opportunity, follow instructions if available, or send an email to the webmaster. So in this case, all you have to do is follow the instructions. You don't have to email the webmaster first. Find out what the website is about. So what you do next is you'd find out what the website, we obviously know what it's about, but you want to dig a little bit deeper and read some of the articles that they have on here, and look for some guest posts that have been made by other people, and see what kind of stuff that is being accepted on this website, or whatever website you're looking to guest post on. So think of a great topic to match their audience's preferences. So you want to come up with some kind of topic, or in this case a tip, that would match the preferences of their audience. So again, just find out, do a little research on the website and find out what their audience might like. Write the article yourself or hire a top-notch writer to do it. So I'd recommend in most cases you try to write the article yourself, and that's going to be the best option, because you should have experience, and you can write in your own words and you can inject your personality into your article, and that's really important. Or you can hire a top-notch writer to do it. So I'd recommend somewhere like, you could use a website like TextBroker and find somebody who actually has photography experience and hire them to write your article. You'll probably have to pay a decent amount of money if you want to get a really top-notch article, but in the end it's worth it, because you're going to get an extremely high quality backlink to your website, and you will get a huge amount of exposure. So next, you want to send the article with your author bio to the webmaster. So in this case, this website is telling you exactly how you can do that. So it makes it really simple. If there were no instructions, you would want to just email them, send them an email or contact them however you can, and send them the article after it's completed, the guest post. So, and make sure obviously to include your bio, which has the link back to your website with your desired anchor text, and just a little bit about yourself in your author bio along with your guest post. So after you do that, you want to share your post on social media. So you want to create a file and keep track of all the guest posting opportunities that you're seeking and ones that you've already obtained. So after the guest post goes live, you want to put it, you can use a Google Doc, spreadsheet, or any kind of, you could even make it really simple and use a notepad file like this. And you want to track everywhere that you're trying to guest post, everywhere all the websites you've emailed, and all the guest posts that you have published already. And after you do that, you want to share the post to social media. So you want to try to give the webmaster something back for letting you guest post. You want to share the post on social media like Twitter or Facebook, and try to drive a little bit of traffic to it and create some buzz. That's just going to help to give you more exposure in the end. So make sure to encourage participation in the comments. So this is another important rule to follow. When you get a guest post published, you want to make sure that you encourage, at the end of the article, encourage people to leave a comment to tell you what they think of your article. And you want to keep track. That's why you want to keep track of all the guest posts that you have published, so you can come back and engage in the comments with people who have posted comments on it. So number 8, make sure to engage any comments received on the post. So that's what I just said. And number 9, obviously you want to track everything. So you want to constantly track what's going on with your guest posting campaign. You want to make sure, you want to keep track of all the websites you're trying to guest post on, all the websites that you could potentially email about guest posting, and all the websites that you have a guest post published on right now. So that's pretty much it. You want to just keep it really simple. Don't overcomplicate it. I'll put all these search strings under the video so you can use them to find your own guest posting opportunities. And just remember that this is quite a bit of work, and when you're creating a guest post for another website, you want to make sure that the quality is at least as high as what you would put on your own website, and if not better. So a guest post is the best type of backlink that you can get to your website. It's going to be the strongest and most valuable. So that's pretty much all you need to know.